Hello students, our chapter today's class 9th history, socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. In Russia, revolution occurred in 1917, though its background was long years before. Socialism in Russia is a very, you can say, a turning point in the history of the world. And at that time Russia was ruled by the king. The king was from the Romanov dynasty and his name was Nicholas II. Nicholas II belonged to the Romanov dynasty. He married Princess of Austria. Her name was Alexandria. The queen, was very much impressed by one monk called Rasputin. At the time of juncture, when in Russia social changes were happening, advisor Rasputin proved bad for the empire, and it is said that his role was very bad at the time when Russia was going through crucial times, and he proved to be a bad advisor for the king, Tsar Nicholas II, and the queen also. Here we look the first headings given, the age of the social change. At the time of the France Revolution, in entire Europe, there was winds blowing. We can say that winds of change was going through, and the ideas which come through the revolution of France, equality, liberty, and fraternity, they traveled in Russia also, and people started believing that the power of king was not good. It was totally unjustful, and it was oppressive. At that time, not only in Russia but in the whole Europe, the social structure was divided between the two groups. They were rich and the poor. Rich persons were very less in number, and the majority of the peoples were poor. One thing is very important in the context of Russia, that nearly 85% population of Russia was dependent on the agriculture work. It was much higher than in comparison with in other countries of Europe. For example, we can say in France and in Germany, agricultural dependent population was only 40%. But we can tell you this percentage, it was just more than double in Russia. So industrial development was not so fast in Russia comparison with other countries of the Europe. As you know, that industrial revolution started from the Britain, and it went on, and it spread other countries of the world, but Russia remained not so speed pace, and the pace was very slow in Russia. So industrial development was not very significant in Russia. That is why the peoples of Russia were dependent on the agriculture, and their percentage was very high. That is why some persons who had a large amount of money, and they possessed plenty of land, they forced the other persons who were laborer and who were landless to work on their behalf in the field, and they were given less money. So a kind of change was just happening in the Russia. And here, the second part, liberal, radical, and conservative. There were three kinds of peoples in Russia at that time. They all were patriotic, and they all were to lover of their nation, but how to liberate Russia, how to betterment to place Russia, their ideas were different, and they were liberal, radicals, and conservatives. Liberal peoples were such kinds of people who wanted change in the society, and who advocated that despotic power of the king, Jan Nicholas II, must be limited, and there could be legislature, executive, and judiciary, and the elected body of the peoples should rule in Russia. But these liberal, they were not democratic in true sense, because they did not suppose the rights for vote poor people as well as the women in the society. So we must not confuse that the liberal peoples were democratic. Though they believed in this idea that all the peoples who practice different religion, they must be given freedom according to their religion to worshipping God and practice their customs and tradition and belief, but they were not in the favor of right of vote of women folks as well as the poor. Yes, we became radical. Radical were such kinds of people in Russia who believed that women and poor people are also part of the society, and they are the citizen, genuine citizen, and they should be given right of the vote. And they were in the favor of the change, and that change was drastic change. Means Jan Nicholas II unlimited power must be finished and in rapid pace. Let's come to the conservative. These conservative peoples, these kinds of peoples were such kinds of people who believes in tradition and in past, and they feared about any kinds of changes. But since the time French Revolution occurred, they believed that was inevitable and nobody had power who could resist the change. So the conservative peoples believed that changes should be very gradual and slow pace. And right of the king must be limited, but it is gradually and slowly the process. And they believed in this thought that the past and the custom and tradition must be respected, because in custom had some values, and they are the were the identical point for any nation's culture. Industrial society and social change. Industrialization had been always started first in Britain, after that in the rest of Europe. And the pace of industrialization in Russia was very slow, because the king Tsar Nicholas II, he was not much interested for the development and betterment of his people. So here and there in small places, some industries, mills, factories were established, and the workers, they had to pay very less wage, and working hours were very long. So there was a dissatisfaction among the people. Bloody Sunday. Bloody Sunday occurred in 1905. 1905, when people made one demonstration, and they demonstrated in the Winter Palace. Winter Palace was the residence of Tsar Nicholas II, and peoples were very, you can say, decent, and they demanded that the reduce of the working hours, and this increase in wages, and to improve their economic conditions. But Tsar Nicholas II did not take proper attention about their demand, and he ordered the troops to gun down the peoples. And what was the result? Hundreds of people were gunned down. They were killed mercilessly, who were armless, and the peoples who were innocent. This event angered and caused dissatisfaction among the people against Tsar Nicholas II, the king of the Russia. The First World War and the Russian Empire. The First World War started in 1914. 1914, and ended in 1918. In this way, we covered the first part of this chapter. Later, we discuss what events took place in the later years, and how the Russian Revolution go forward. We discuss in the next part. Thank you.